God, God, God. If I owe you something, get it from God. Y'all know what it is. It's the callback show where me and my esteemed panel listen to voicemails and we call you idiots back. I'm so excited. Y'all excited about this segment right here?
Yes.
Jade the Fade, Lewis, and my guy, Isaac Hayes. All right, let's go to that. Let's go to a voicemail, Sarah.
All right.
So when we listen to them and we call back, if they don't answer, we leave a wild-ass disrespectful voicemail.
Disrespectful?
Hey, this is no holds bar, so you can say whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you got to hold nothing back. My fan base is a little bit different. They roast me every day. I wake up with roast in my inbox. Sometimes people get my phone number. I don't know how they got it. I pick up. They be like, "You ugly ass nigga." You know what I mean? So just have fun with them. All right, what's this first one?
The first one is from a 551 area code. Here we go.
It's for Jade.
Hey, what's up, Jade? Love your concept, man. I'm watching live a little bit, man. Love the fade, man. Look real good, look real clean. Hope you stay blessed. All right, some simple shit.
Was I supposed to be able to hear that?
Let's play it one more time because you didn't hear it in your headphones?
At all.
Are your headphones hooked up?
Wait, are they hooked up?
Let's see if hers are plugged
Can you hear anybody?
Sorry, listeners.
Y'all
What's
hear
up,
Can you hear
Jade?
anybody?
Y'all did?
I heard it.
I didn't hear anything in mine.
I'll play it. What's up, Jade? This is so sexy.
It was gargled talking. It sounded like he had water in his mouth.
Right.
Oh, now I hear it.
There we go.
My bad.
Okay, he didn't say his name,
All right.
so we may have to blast him for that, Jada. If he ain't talking right, you can tell him off. It's all good. I don't know this man. I don't know where he calling. They call him from all over the world.
Okay.
Did he ask a question?
Let her hear. Let her hear. Play it again.
Here we go.
Hey, what's up, Jade? Love your concept, man. I'm watching live a little bit, man. Love the fade, man. Look real good, look real clean. Hope you stay blessed. All right, some simple shit.
Thank you.
God. Okay. Let's call weirdo.
That was ugly.
Luckily, we got a trained fighter in here. If he's a weirdo, I know who to call.
Right.
It's my headlock. I'm getting too old to be putting. When the last time you put somebody in a headlock, guys? That wasn't your girlfriend.
Hello.
Oh, that's your regular voice. What's going on? This is Craig from Craig Facts. I thought you was doing like a puppet voice or something, man. You sound like Kermit. Sound like an urban Kermit the Frog when you talk, man. What's your name? Where you calling? Where are we calling?
Oh, my name is Carl. I call from Jersey.
Is you awake, my nigga?
Okay, hey, pleasure to meet you. It sounded like you said your name was Kermit. Well, what's your? Can you pronounce your name, please? Oh, he hung up on us. Yeah, call him back. We gonna be we gonna act like his girl today.
Wait, hold on. Let me go.
He got tight. He got tight. I said he was sleeping.
He should know.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh God.
Let me say hi to him. I don't want to be mean.
Okay, go ahead. Maybe the sweetness.
Your call has been forwarded.
I'm
Leave a voicemail. We gonna leave a voicemail on your ass.
4015772 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording,
He ain't
you may
say
hang
his
up
name,
or
dude.
press 1 for more
Just say,
options.
what he said.
Hey, it's Jade the Fade. I'm just saying hi. That was very uncomfortable to listen to. I hope you're okay, and I hope you're enjoying Jersey. I heard they have very good what do they have in Jersey?
Puerto Rican restaurants.
Puerto Rican restaurant.
A lot of good plantain places in New Jersey.
Plantains. Thank you for calling in.
And I just want to say,
I know plantain seed sales are high in New Jersey with all the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. Hey, bro.
They do got a lot of Dominicans.
We love you. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Next caller.
Oh shit.
he got
Okay.
tight. He was upset.
He probably was a weirdo, huh, Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah, his voice it
Sound like
didn't sound too stable. Go ahead.
All right.
He had male babysitters as a kid.
This is from area code 561.
All right.
Hi, this is Craig's Facts Show. Hey, how you doing, Craig, man? Your show is phenomenal. I see you on Corey Corey Holbrook's show. You two rock. You guys talk some real talk. Finally, it's great to talk to some people that actually talk some real talk. And I just wanted to just call and ask you a quick question. Just say I'm in a situation that I was with a woman for 16 years. We were married for 5 years, and now I am a single dad, and she's one of those that just doesn't want to be a mom. So I'm on my own with it. So yeah, most definitely, please give me a call and tell me like how screwed up I am. All right, and I've been listening to you and Corey, so you guys been telling me some right stuff. So I was like, damn, I really messed up with my pickings. So, but anyways, it was great. It's great hearing from you guys, man. You guys are 100.
Okay.
First of all, nigga, you're too nice.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's
he's not too nice.
He got sleepy dick. He got tired.
He has at least 10 more
No.
seconds of breathing.
It has, well,
Now this is my lungs talking.
my dad was a single father, and my mom left, and I don't think that defines the man at all.
Well, let's call and give him some great advice, Jay.
Wait, let me get.
Let's call this man. He needs to hear a woman's voice.
I just got sad. Sorry
Yeah,
about that,
tell
Jay.
it.
That's crazy how God works. Because
Well, no, I mean, he probably is a little bit of a pushover, but you know.
Betty cries.
No, he's not.
I know it's not. I ain't gonna say nothing.
He must be picking.
You reached Kevin. Please leave your name, your number, and a detailed message.
Yeah.
Sounds
and I'll get
happier
back
right
to you
now.
as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
hey, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, whoa.
This is Greg from Greg Facts. I'm sitting next to the beautiful. Introduce yourself.
Janae.
And she had some advice for you on your voicemail. Go ahead.
So I just wanted to tell. What did he say his name was? Corey.
It was a glitch. No, he's seen me on Corey's show too.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know your name, but I think what's important to recognize is one, you're a single father. Congratulations on being a father in the first place. That's a beautiful thing. My dad was left by my mother pretty early on in my childhood, and he raised 2 girls on his own. I think it's one of the most phenomenal things you can do is raise your children despite not having the mother around. Because honestly, people anticipate that mothers will be there, and sometimes that's just not the reality. And I don't think it defines you at all as a man. It didn't define my father. He raised 2 beautiful girls, 2 very successful girls. Granted, he didn't buy me a bra early enough, but that's not on him. So, you know,
At what age? She call back. She'll tell you what age to buy a bra for your daughter.
yeah, I think just educate yourself as much as possible. I don't know if you have girls, but if you do, educate yourself on what they'll be going through. Be a good listener, and you know, whatever inside of you makes you believe that you need someone. Like, men who get left by women like this or date women like this usually have some form of abandonment issues from, their childhoods, and they usually date pretty mean women or selfish women. So just, heal those things and choose a woman who loves you and nurtures you, and be there for your kids because they love you and they need you. And the mom is gone, so what? Fuck her. She'll come back around when she's ready if she needs to. And if she don't, fuck her.
Fuck her.
Honestly. Yeah.
Champ, anything you want to say to him?
I agree with her. The same thing, just keep your head up. And it's hard to choose, women out there because, this day and age is different. So you got to be careful who you choose.
Great advice. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Next call.
That's true.
All right.
My bad, Isaac. I forgot.
No. I
that's-
was gonna say I ain't got nothing to say.
Hey.
Jay shut me down early with that one.
You said he had sleepy dick.
He did have sleepy dick. That's why
We don't know what kind of dick he got.
Oh, my
She
God.
left. She left.
All Dixon fell asleep on somebody.
Yo,
This gets tired, too.
you ever fell asleep before, Craig?
Yeah, that's what I be telling chicks when I can't get home. My dick is tired. I've been working all day.
I just say I'm training. I just got done training. I'm tired. That's my
That's
excuse.
That's a good excuse. Yeah. I just tell them they don't smell right.
Yeah, I just put a body.
Oh, what?
What?
You blame it on them.
You say you don't smell right?
No, I'll be like, you don't smell right, girl. That's why my dick don't get hard.
Yeah. All
Oh
right.
my God. And it don't
That's
be
bold.
true. It just be.
Or what if you make your dick smell like fish? Or like you put a little tune on your ball. So I think I got a yeast infection. You start telling your girl, my pants are too tight. I got a yeast infection.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. He was looking around, rub a little tune on you.
It's got to be you. There's no way I smell like it because it's impossible. No, go.
What?
She said,
I'm sorry.
This next call
this
comes
next call
from
comes from who?
area code 814. Here we go.
Yo, what's up? Call back. This is Ash. Jade, I just wanted to say I love your work. You're hella funny, hella talented. My question is, what would be your advice of like a starting point for someone that wants to get into content creation? Not necessarily comedy, but just content creation on the whole.
Okay, cool.
Appreciate the time. Also, call back. Jade, you guys rock.
Jesus, that sounded creepy. For
Oh, dude, let's give him a call back.
Creeps on the show right now.
Everybody sounds creepy on the
Jade,
voice.
all you guys are
No,
creepy.
I sound amazing.
They all the creepy guys want Jade. That's what
No,
All the barbers are calling in like, I know I can get this bitch.
barbers do slide into my DM more than anybody
You got a
else.
fresh ass face.
They got an end. They got an obvious end.
You know I cut hair, right?
Yeah.
You know that's what I do for a living.
Hello?
God, man. This is Craig with Craig Facts. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, good, man. What's your name and where are we calling?
I'm Ash. I'm in Melbourne, Florida.
Okay, dope, man. So, hey, I got a couple content creators here. One is Jade the Fade, very successful content creator. Look her up if you've never heard of her. I also got the champ here, Lewis. He creates content by whooping ass at the boxing gym and posting. That's how I found him. And I got big bro, Isaac Hayes. He creates content as well. So your question was how to get into content creation, right?
Yeah, like what would be some first steps you'd recommend?
Okay, so I'm going to go down the line with everybody here because they all create content, and then I'll answer last. First will be Jay. Go ahead, Jay. Give him some game.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
That's good. I'm good. My recommendation would be to just start. You just got to start. You can't give a fuck what anybody else is going to think. You can't give a fuck about the people you don't fuck with looking at your content and saying it sucks. Like, you really just got to start making it, like, immediately. Even, like, an hour from now, make something and post it and develop a thick skin. And I wouldn't weigh any positive reinforcement you get from other people, like any positive validation, any more than the negative. I wouldn't weight it at all. Just don't pay attention to either because you'll become a slave to it. That's my
Unless you're big. Are you fat? Then you got to weight it.
Oh no.
Wow.
How'd you do that?
I'm joking with you, man. Okay, we're going to go to the champ next. Tell him who you are, where he can find you on social media, and he about to give you some game on how he creates content. Go ahead.
Lewis Rose, you can find me on Lewis All Day Rose Instagram, and I would just say find something that you're good at. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, don't worry about what nobody think. Me, I don't give a fuck what nobody think. What I post or this and that. I talk shit to whoever, whenever.
This is true.
Just do what you got to do, bro, and just start. Like she said, start today. Just post whatever. Not no weird shit though, because you go lose followers. But you know, that's my advice.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
What you got for him, Isaac?
I would say don't talk shit because you can't whoop ass like the guy next to me.
Yeah, the guy that just gave you advice has superb hands.
So don't follow that. But I would say, believe in yourself. Get your own content going with yourself. You know what I mean? And drink some coffee because you sound sleepy. Other than that, you be good to go, man. Work hard.
One more thing I'm going to ask the champ, man, while we got him on the line with my boy in Florida. If you dated a female boxer and she swung on you, like in a domestic situation,
I'm calling the cops.
okay, you
Heartbeat.
Smart move.
Heartbeat.
Smart man.
do the same rules. Have you ever dated a female boxer?
No, but I dated a MMA chick.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she buff?
Low key from the waist up, she was kind of bulky.
Wow, from the waist up. She was buff.
Did she submit you or you submitted her?
She submit me all the time.
Okay.
Damn.
So I was having this debate with somebody the other day. I think that Clarissa Shields could be the bantamweight and contend for the lightweight championship of the world if she fought men.
And
Am I correct in my assessment?
Easily. That's a homegirl. That's she's like a sister to me. And yeah, she beat up niggas and females. So
bad.
Yeah, she's incredible. I think she's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, she is.
I just think it sucks for her because of her era. She's so much better than everybody that she's not gonna get the props she deserves.
She's not.
She's Will Chamberlain.
Yeah, she's that good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's that good. So shout out to Mrs. Shields. She said she was gonna uppercut me when I seen her. I don't want the drama. I invited him here so he could call you and apologize for me, Clarissa. I love you, baby. You know who Clarissa Shields is? Because she's from Michigan. She's a boxer.
Yeah.
What part of Michigan?
Is she from Flint?
Flint.
I think she's from Flint.
Oh, that's
yeah,
dope.
she's from Flint.
Yeah, cold blooded.
She's cool.
She black.
Pretty, fight like a nigga though. Fight when I tell you she fight like
Just
a nigga.
like
She
a
needs to
nigga.
teach me.
Yeah,
She
shit.
tall. Is she tall? Like about 5'8"? Probably.
If she
Yeah.
train you, you'll be able to rape niggas. That's how.
whoa.
That's how much hands she had.
Oh.
She could take it from a man if she wanted. Hey, bro, but we appreciate you being a part of the show, bro. Get you a camera. Here's my advice.
Yes, sir.
Well, you already got a camera. You got a phone, right?
Yeah, I got a camera. I got a phone. I don't really do. I don't put myself on camera. I just kind of like write essays and record them, and then use like different video for the overlay. right
Okay.
now.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So, is there a reason why you don't put yourself on camera?
Mostly because I just don't, or like I know some of the stuff that I want to put in my essays might be a little bit edgy, controversial, so I want to keep some anonymity if I can.
Most definitely. Okay. I would love to hear that. It sounds like you're doing some very provocative work, man. I want to read one of these essays or watch a video. Can you send me a link?
Yeah, when I'm done with the next wave, I can send a few over.
I'm excited to hear it, man. And it's got it. My thing is make there continually be waves, but try to make it more frequent. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to post multiple times on social media. Instagram to really get popping, you probably got to post 5 to 7 times a day. A couple pictures, a couple videos. You really got to stay engaged. YouTube, depending on your audience, when you do sketches, maybe 3-4 times a week. You know, that's a lot though. That's a very that's a big undertaking. I would say 2 to 3 to start, you know. And then once you get hot, really study those analytics and look at those comments. And don't taper your content because you want to have your own brand, but just be aware of what kind of audience and appetite you're building for what you do. And then also make a process like, make it a cookie cutter process, how you create. Because once you hit, you'll be able to duplicate it. You know what I'm saying? But if you just like kind of not paying attention to your processes and you hit, you may not know how you got there. And it may be hard for you to do another video that can get that type of reaction. You know what I mean?
Good advice.
Yeah, I feel that.
Hey,
Makes
man.
sense.
Yep. Love and respect, man. I appreciate you calling in, bro. Hopefully we hear from you more, man. And if I owe you something, get it from God. God.
Will do. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Also, love the work. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man. All right. Bye.
Just got sleepy in the motherfucker.
Yeah, he was chilling. All right, let's listen to this voicemail. Yeah.
From 877.
Hello, Johnny Bashmore, I think. Pronounce the name correct. My name is Don Ricardo Daly, and I live in Jamaica. You know, just calling to tell you that I like your content, your videos on YouTube. You know, I wanted to ask you a question, but since I haven't gotten to you, you know, just leaving this message.
Just calling him back.
All right.
This sounds like an illegal coconut deal. About to go down.
My government name. Like, that's my full
I got them
name.
GMO coconuts, man.
I like the way he said it, though. I might have to get
You
my
don't have
groove
enough
back.
credit to make this call. Go to
Oh,
voice
wow.
settings and add
He's in
credit to your
Jamaica.
Google Voice
That's
account.
fine.
Oh, whoa.
Add credit. Hold on. They gonna think I'm on the payphone or something.
I guess we got to skip that one.
We got to call Jamaica, man. That'll be fun, man.
That was-
Okay, I can call. Oh, whoa! I can call him on my phone and just put it up like Bluetooth is here.
All right, let's do it.
Okay,
You're going to call Jamaica?
on my cell phone. It should be the same, man.
It ain't gonna be the same.
It ain't gonna be the
It's-
same.
Nah,
You
sweetheart.
may not want to do that.
It's gonna be a
My
lot of
sister
charge.
ran up our bill calling some girl in England. It was a $600 fee. She only had like a 30-minute call, so you may not want to do that.
I used to call girls in England all the time. That was a
Your
rough
cell
thing.
phone gonna blow up.
Okay, all right, we won't call back to Jamaica.
Shabba Ranks gonna answer that line. Booyaka!
He had a nice accent, though.
Who, dude?
You like
You like the Jamaican?
I
You like the
the
Jamaican accent?
I like the Jamaican accent, the country accent.
Oh well, I got a country one
Really?
for you right here because I think this person is from Texas.
Let's hear it there. Okay.
All right.
I have a question. I know your moniker is Jade the Fade, but I'm just wondering if you ever decide to stop rocking the fade, do you see the moniker changing, or will you remain being known as Jade the Fade?
Oh, he really trying to.
question.
I see what he on. This is an educated game spitter. He's trying to show that he's interested on a whole nother level. Like your well-being in the future is important to me. So as far as I'm concerned about your marketing.
Yeah. Your moniker.
No, your heart is cool. That'll fall in line. But your marketing is what God brought me to you for. Do you think that's conducive?
Oh God.
How about ponytail? Jade the ponytail. That could be an
I worry
elevation.
about the funny part is I worry about this heavily.
Really? That's why I'm saying. That's why I know. I get it.
He's smart.
Yeah. We already copyrighted Jade the ponytail, my nigga. You're not stealing from us.
Over.
It might have to be Jay the Fro.
Hey, why not
After a
though?
while.
Yeah.
Damn.
How about Jade the S curl?
The S curl?
I'm gonna go with S curl.
That I might have to do that. It might have to go in installments.
That'd be kind of cool. Just keep switching up on them and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, Jade the braids.
Jay the Fade.
That's fire.
Jade the waves would go right now too.
Yeah, Jade the waves
Jay
is
the
fire.
Wave. That could work.
Yeah.
That could work. Jay the whatever the fuck else. I don't know. I can't get past.
Please
the
leave your
other
message
Jays.
for
Okay.
2103117.
This on you, Jay. He called
Okay,
you.
hold on.
25.
Okay, I had.
Hey, this is Jay the Fade. You asked about my moniker. I thought it was a pretty good question. I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest with you, because once my hair start growing out, it's gonna go through this ugly phase, and I don't know if it would be like Jay the Ugly in that sense. Because when my hair is growing in, I look like a baby bird. It don't grow the same at every part of my head.
And a baby bird.
Oh my God.
So it's gonna look crazy, but I don't know. I'll probably just be myself. I'll just be Janae Basemore. That'll be it. I won't go by Jay the Fade anymore.
There you go. You've got your answer. Call back, man. That was a that was a very good question. You seem like a smart guy. We can't wait to talk to you. Anything you want to say to him, champ?
Shit. No, not really. One from
I whoop your ass. How about that? I know I can whoop your ass. If I need something, get it from God. God.
I know I can whoop your ass.
That's what I would say if I had hands like that, man. You know I could whoop you, right?
Right.
You just-
Ain't much you can do about it. You know that, right?
All right, let's take one more call, then we're going to go to the next segment.
One more call. Let's see here. That's something totally different. Okay. Doo-doo. And let's do this.
Craig Snap, what up? This your boy D Wood, man, calling from VA, man. I just want to say I love the show, man. Keep doing your thing, man. And anything else, you can get it from God.
All right, we're going to get somebody today. It might be too early. We was calling people at like 1 a.m. the other night.
Sarah was telling me.
Your call has been forwarded
it's
to an
good.
automated
Probably
voice
at work.
messaging system.
You want to pretend to be arguing
7
like
5
a married couple?
7
All right, we're gonna go
9
back and forth.
7 9 1 0 1 3 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I don't care what you say, okay? I don't know this nigga.
You don't know him?
No, okay?
So why the fuck his number in your phone?
Because I met him after a car accident, okay? He was a witness.
Ralph, you don't be getting these random numbers in your phone from no damn car accident. You would just put it in. You not gonna save it? Why you ain't save it under a name then?
I mean, I did. The nigga disappeared when I was looking for him, okay? He was supposed to be a witness in court. The car is now fucked off. The insurance then went high. It's because of this nigga why I can't even get another car.
And so when you got the bitch from AT&T number, I was supposed to believe that was from an accident too, right?
The dialer chose the bitch for me. I didn't know she was going.
The dialer chose.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know
Nigga, you
about
got
that.
an iPhone. It's not doing that its damn self.
Why are you yelling?
I'm yelling because I'm pissed. You got this nigga in your phone now. Now I'm worried you DL, and then on top of it, you didn't got this bitch from AT&T coming up to my job bothering me. Now what?
See what the fuck you did, nigga? Call me back before I whoop your ass. Now,
Yeah, call him back.
That's crazy.
Want to do one more to see?
All right, I mean, yeah.
Well, this is Vegas, so it's probably close.
Let's call Vegas.
Yo. Greg Smith.
Oh, he's asleep.
No, he's still talking.
Man, thank you, brother, for everything that you have ever done. You know, man, the smiles and giggles, man, that get me through my day. For real, man.
Sound like a
You
goddamn
know, going to grocery sessions.
Valentine's card.
That's so sweet.
You got me through the toughest times of my life, man.
Yo.
Thanks for depression and everything, you know?
Nah, it ain't that type of party.
Before I go, man, I just want to ask, out of them 6 puppies, you be breastfeeding, nigga.
He said I be breastfeeding sick puppies. That's some funny shit. I be breastfeeding sick puppies.
It's you know what I love about that? That illustrates like the perfect level of comedy. Jordan Peele talked about this in Get Out. He said you lead people to an expectation with where you start, and then he switched that shit. That made it funny because that's not a funny fucking joke.
Yeah.
But it made it funnier that he was upping you like that.
Oh,
like, man, you done gave me giggles. You done got me through.
Build them up to break them down. That is that's called a misdirection. That's a crossover.
Yeah.
Let's call my guy back. He's funny. And breastfeeding sick puppies is.
He basically said you got titties.
Yeah, I do.
It's crazy.
Hello.
So I be breastfeeding sick puppies, huh? What's going on, man? This is Craig from Craig Facts. That was funny. The whole studio's in tears. We listening to you. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, baby?
What's going on with you, man? How you doing, bro? You know I got a show coming up in Vegas, man. You got to bring everybody you know, man. We're gonna be having fun there, and I think somewhere around November.
Sure you want him to come along?
Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I might actually be up there.
He not from
I have some business up there with my uncle, so yeah, I might actually make that happen.
How much the kilos going for? Had the business with my uncle. It sound like I'm talking to a character on what's that shit called?
Snowfall. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I can't believe I'm talking to you, man. You know, I just appreciate everything, brother.
It's all love.
Yeah, man.
It's all love. Well, I got a studio full of people that can hear you. I got Jade the Fade in here, very beautiful content creator, writer, actress. Lewis, talented boxer, champion, and Isaac Hayes is in the studio.
I'm all around everything.
Man, we gonna open the forum for a question. Any questions you got? Anything you want answered, man? Have at it.
I don't know if I can ask you this, but when is the next roast me situation?
Okay, so roast me. I'm not sure. I know they planning to do something. Whenever it happens, I'm gonna be a part of it, but I haven't heard any like preliminary discussions. But I'm gonna be doing my own little in studio roast show. I'm gonna invite a lot of comedians down, and we're gonna be in here roasting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring Boo, man. Y'all get at it, please.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely, man. For real. Well, is anything you promoting you want to shout out that you want the people to know?
Not really. I mean, I make music, but I like to take my steps my way. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to shoot to the stars instantly. I just want to, I want to shout you out, man. Thank you for helping us through these tough times, bro. Thank you, man.
It's all love,
Much
man.
love.
It's all love, man. I appreciate the support and shit. I can't wait till it's my time to support you and everybody else who's looked out for me just by listening to the show, bro. We're going to take the next call. If I owe you something, get it from God. God.
All right.
Good dude right there.
He's a nice guy, but he's teeter-tottering pausing a lot of conversations. That was rough.
I think that's internalized misogyny.
No, it is. But
What about misandry? Women never talk about misandry.
Let's talk about misandry.
Most women that call us chauvinistic and misogynistic are misandrinistic, if that's even the word.
Define misandry.
Misandry is a woman that hates men.
Okay.
And she disguises it in lifestyles like lesbianism or feminism. You know what I mean?
You don't hate men, right, Jade?
Wait, first of all, you think lesbians are born out of their hatred for men?
Not at all.
I was about to say, because it's definitely a love.
I don't.
If you listen, I've been gay before.
Right.
If you eating pussy on a regular basis, you like doing that.
So
yeah, right.
Like
I
you
agree.
have to, because I didn't like doing it at all. I loved my girlfriend. I thought she was amazing. I stayed with her for damn near 7 years.
Yeah.
Almost got married. Would I ever eat a pussy again? No.
So, but you loved getting it though, huh?
And that made me a very poor partner. Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
good for you.
Yeah, because the whole reason women become lesbians is for the guaranteed nut.
That's not true.
If you wasn't coming all the time, look, women come more with other women than they do with men.
This is a fact.
Okay,
That's true.
but if you wasn't coming with her, she would have never made girlfriend.
She never would have.
No, that's
She would have never made varsity if you wasn't coming.
That is so untrue. There are so many women who have never been with men sexually and have only exclusively been with women.
All right.
So that's,
So does a dildo count as being with a man? Because I'm trying.
It does.
Like how does that work? If you're a woman,
Hold-
and you like women, you bring a dildo into the fact where she strapped it on. Isn't that like? Like, what is that?
So I think what needs to be understood is that gender is it's a social construct. It's not something that exists fair. Like, just because you were born this way does not mean that's what you are. And more importantly, just because you have a dick does not believe like that doesn't mean you're a man.
You're referring to the cultural aspects,
right? Culturally,
Yeah.
but if we're taking into account people who enjoy pleasure, like from you need something inserted in there. There are some people who can only orgasm from insertion.
Right.
And for that reason, you would need to use something similar to, the form of a dick. Because that's how the vagina was made.
That's a very interesting perspective.
Yeah.
You got to study the pink triangle because homosexuality, though it's not something, hey, that's somebody's own lifestyle choice, or maybe they're born that way. I don't look at anybody being less than or greater than. Whatever you are is what you are. But the political mechanism of homosexuality has a lot of women defending the politics of it, but thinking they're defending the human rights aspect of it. When we start challenging gender norms, it's bigger than just existentialism and saying, hey, I get the choice to do what I want to do and express myself how I want to express myself. That's all great. But when it comes to biologically defined roles, I think that's what a fundamentalist is going to defend. Yeah, if you're a woman, you could dress like a man. If you're a man, you could dress like a woman. And you can even say, I'm a man or a woman. But when it comes down to basic survival things, these roles are clearly defined. One, in our skeletal systems, because men have 30% more muscle on their bodies than women do. And second, it's just nature. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin that's a stud. We done been in some issues. When it was time to put that lion's mane on, I pushed her to the side and dominated the situation that she wouldn't be capable of no matter what she considers herself. So we always got to pay homage to what God has created and make it a beautiful thing and not a lesser or greater thing. Me being stronger physically doesn't mean I'm the better person, because that still counts. If you're gay or straight, are you a good person? Are you a good woman? Whatever you call yourself, are you the optimal form of that?
So was your lady friend, was she fam like you? How was y'all rocking?
No, I believe at that time they would have been considered STEM, because they had some feminine traits and then they had some masculine presenting traits.
Could she hoop? Could she hoop?
No, I played basketball.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. It's basketball.
Yeah, but
Down
I
south
will
we would call it
say,
soft stud.
my ex did end up transitioning. They are a man now.
Oh, wow.
Man now. So I think.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. And I think what you're talking about is, biology and just how bodies are built. I think that has very little to do with someone's overall, like the way that they perceive themselves and the way that they want to exist in reality. I think it has very little to do with our.
Well, that's called existentialism and self-expression. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when there's agenda attached to things, they will conflate the lines between the movement and existentialism, because somebody who has a extreme sense of self may be a billionaire and they can pay for their thought process to be what's behind the movement. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like Magic Johnson's son. He's definitely whatever he defines himself as. I bet you his struggle is a lot different than the gay black man struggle whose pops didn't make it to the league and wasn't filthy rich, and his mom works at Walmart and he's never met his father. You understand what I'm saying?
But there's no hierarchy of oppression.
There is no hierarchy of oppression. I agree, but when it comes to politics, you buy your way to the top. So
that's
you got to
capitalism,
right? So you got to be at a certain elevation for people to even consider what you're saying.
But conflating those two norms is the exact reason why people end up. It's that power dynamic, that struggle between politics and introducing capitalism into a conversation about somebody's gender identity and expression. The two they should not go together.
But when you say LGBTQ, they do, because that's a political statement. When you say,
in what sense?
Because there's monies that are raised by lobbyists to support and further LGBTQ causes. For example, the relationship between the LGBTQ community and Disneyland is creating strife in Florida, right? And Disneyland has an alliance to the gay community, which is not a problem. But in the state of Florida, Florida doesn't want to teach certain things to kids. One being homosexuality. They feel like we should keep it about the education, and then when the kids get older or old enough to explore what they want to do with their life, then we can have that conversation.
Which is irresponsible.
But what I'm saying is the only way that the fact that Disneyland is siding with the LGBTQ community lets you know how strong they are politically.
That has nothing to do with politics. The reason it's being relegated to politics is because that particular, is it the mayor out there, Ron DeSantis?
Right,
is that his name?
Right.
Yeah, he's made it a political statement to not agree with the LGBT movements that are taking place within these different corporations. And what he does not understand is that Disney, in large part, is responsible for a lot of the tourism attraction that they have in Florida, the money that they receive when people come into Florida.
Right.
And so now, because he's created this wedge and he doesn't want to allow Disney to support the LGBT demographic in any way, he's now put Disney in the position where they have to take their money out of Florida, which then becomes a political statement. But if you look at it from the same lenses, that would mean that inherently me being a black woman and you existing as a black man is a political statement. But that is not at the fault of us being black or born black. It's at the fault of the systems that continually oppress us and put us positions politically to be oppressed.
I agree, but to compare the black struggle and the gay struggle is completely different.
How so?
Because the rights and the capabilities to do certain things politically are because of the civil rights movement, which was something that black people fought for.
And gay people fought for.
Most definitely, but that was something that directly affected our community before we were segmented. See, multiculturalism is a scapegoat. So you can't compare a struggle here with a struggle here because they have two different identities. It's like two human beings with two totally different
social. There is no hierarchy of oppression.
Right, but there is a hierarchy of fighting against oppression.
It is not.
Definitely. And
there is a hierarchy in how people are perceived in their fight.
But when I say that there's a hierarchy in those that have fought for oppression, see, us being the forefront of fighting against oppression in this country. Before, there were only labor classes here because this is based on not pugilism, but what's that in England? Feudalism. Mm-hmm. Feudalism is a system of knights and nobilities, and everybody's white. So I can't say I'm racist. So now we become classes. Mm-hmm. You're born a peasant, you stay a peasant, right?
And your family stays a peasant,
right.
And their children's children are peasants, and their children's children are
right. Peasants. So those people who were peasants in England 400 years ago were rounded up, put on ships called the Mayflower and all those other motherfucking ships, and they were sent to America coming from that same oppressive feudalistic environment.
Regime.
Right. So when this country was conceived, there was no middle class. There was people who worked in the fields as labor, and there was the rich. And these people were poor whites. And these poor whites didn't have the ability to maintain a life and be healthy with strenuous labor requirements. So they started to bring us in. And they used the people that were here.
Started to unionize, and then they considered the possibility that there would be more strength in numbers, and they did not have the numbers without our people.
And that's what the LGBTQ community is doing now. They understand the strength in numbers. Yes, they understand the strength in numbers. They're campaigning to get more people to identify with it because it's something that matches either how they feel about life or how they culturally live. So they're politicizing the movement.
If I use that same frame of mind, I could say that the Black Panther Party used that same exact
The Black Panther was a political party. Yes.
It was a political party.
It was a political party.
Gay people as a whole are not a political party.
No, but the LGBTQ community, the flag and all that stuff, that's a political stance. I'm telling you, if I say something on this show.
How do you define politics?
Politics is racism. It's the competition for wealth and resources between groups of people. So if I say something that's against the movement, like say I say some homophobic stuff on my show, which I would never do. Right. But say something homophobic, and I mean it's like God level homophobia. Mm-hmm. This show would get shut down. My YouTube page would be taken off. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't mess with me no more. Mm-hmm. My mom would call and be like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. The women I know in my life would be like, I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what the? So
there will be consequences to your actions.
Right, but if you say you disrespect me on the show, say you say, "Oh, you a punk dude. I don't have no kids," but you're like, you don't take care of your kids, and you're not a man, and what everybody don't know is I'm gay, and when these cameras cut off, he was calling me derogatory terms, right? There would be nothing I could do to stop the cancellation that's going to occur to me.
But that can be said for any type of cancellation.
Well, that's because my individual cause isn't politicized. There's not enough people to go to bat for me. There are not enough subcultures under me to stop the wrath of the LGBTQ. Right? Like they could literally look at my show, find something, and be like, "It's over for this nigga," and my career's over.
And it would be different if you were a gay man.
I'm saying as a gay, when you identify as gay, specific, because I know people. I got a cousin that's gay. She don't fuck with none of that stuff. She thinks it's all corny. The parades, she just thinks it's corny. She's like, I'm black. I just happen to mess with women. You know, why would I want to go hang out with racist gay white people? You know what I'm saying? So that's her stance. So what I'm saying is, and I'm getting lost in my damn thought, I'm saying, based on your point, that the reason that being gay is political is because they can control, as a group, they can control the destiny of others. They could say whether you should be accepted or neglected. And the only way you get into that position is if you're at a strong enough political plateau, which is only gotten by money, people you lobby with. If you can do that, that's politics.
May I just say that I think we can agree on the fact that existing as a person from a marginalized group, I think we can both agree that existing as a person from a marginalized group and being a political statement because you exist as a person who exists within a marginalized group is not your fault. Like black people are not at fault for the politics that stem from being a black person in America, for example.
I agree with that
in the same way that gay people are not at fault for it being a political statement to be gay.
Right. No, I'm not faulting gay people at all.
Yeah, I think that's what I was arguing. And now that I understand that it's more so, and you're just stating a fact that it is inherently, like, it is a political statement, unfortunately, to exist in America as both a black person or a gay person or a trans person.
Right.
That is unfortunately a fact that stems from capitalism and stems from a structure that is inherently racist.
Exactly. And then
homophobic.
And then once things become for sale, like you go to Disneyland, you can buy the flags. Once things become for sale, that's bigger than that's economics. That's economics. And we got to separate the two. All right, cool. Damn, I didn't know you could go like, man, Miss Fade needs to, you got to run for office. Who is your biggest influence politically? Like
Angela Davis.
Why Angela Davis?
Because she's amazing. And she taught me everything that I know. I read her books. I love her fro. I love what she stands for. Another person very important, near and dear to my heart, is Bell Hooks.
Who's Bell Hooks, for those who don't know?
Bell Hooks is an author. She's written a number of books, many about love. One of my favorites is All About Love. I would recommend it to anyone. There's another one that's really great for men, and I've sent it to male friends of mine. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but she talks a lot about politics. She talks a lot about race and ethnicity and just overall, and just like our structures in society that make it very difficult to exist in a place of love and wellness and healing. The difficulty surrounding being a black person in America. She be on her job. But yeah, Angela Davis and Bell Hooks specifically.
Angela Davis is top notch. I was watching, there's a documentary about her life that people need to watch. Is it named after her? It just came out like a couple years ago.
I think it's called Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Asada Shakur.
Asada is top notch.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that Asada is actually as dope or doper than her son.
Who's her son?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking Tupac Shakur's mom.
Her nephew.
Her nephew, my bad. That edible hit me like Tupac's auntie, Asada.
Yes, yeah. Because Tupac, I don't know if you've watched the recent Dear Mama special.
I did, yeah.
It's so good.
Top notch.
Have y'all seen it?
Very good.
It's very good.
Amazing.
Top notch.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, Tupac was his mother taught him well.
Yeah, very well.
Afeni Shakur.
What do you think was the biggest conflict with Tupac?
I think the conflict for him was just being too passionate, being too honest in a world where people were hating on him because of who he was. Like he was so powerful and so intelligent that it was scaring the people that were around him.
Yeah. You can see that Pops wasn't there like that.
Yeah.
And Tupac, as I get grown, because what your father teaches you is sometimes you got to put the pistol away.
Yeah.
Tupac always had the pistol out.
I mean, but he come from, a Black Panther, family. So for him, he learned that part of it, but he didn't learn how to just put the pistol away, like you said, probably because
What'd you say, Jay?
I think that's a symptom of complex PTSD.
I agree.
I think that Tupac Shakur, his, and I wouldn't call it a failing or a flaw. I just think that he suffered immensely. He experienced very early childhood neglect, which led to a lot of child abuse and mistreatment. And then ultimately, once he did get older, like when you watch those clips of him talking at like the different Black Panther events and like just Black events in general, like how much anger he had.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he had a real outlet for it. Like people can say that music and writing and lyricism and poems are an outlet, but at the end of the day, if somebody isn't getting treatment for their trauma, it's going to show up in different ways. It's going to show up with shooting someone when you could have made the decision maybe to just beat their ass.
I agree. I hate to say it. This is very pause, but Tupac was in need of a man's love, like an older man. That's all it was. His brandish, his brashness, his loudness, all brilliant, but every lion has to be able to look up to another lion and be like, "Hey, man, chill out, bro."
I don't think that's true because he had that support.
Yeah.
Huh?
By who?
Nah, he didn't.
There were a lot of men who existed within that Black Panther party. He had people who were. I mean, what is his name? Afeni was married.
Right. But you got to remember when Afeni got on drugs, they moved to Marin County, Oakland.
17.
So you know what I mean. So
was taught by pimps.
Right.
That's concerned.
So he was around the game.
But these men were still around. I see what you're saying, and I do think there's some truth to it. But I don't think unless that man had some training in how to, like, unless he was a psychiatrist or a therapist or someone who could have given this man EMDR therapy or something, that he would have really benefited that much. Like, a hug can make a difference, but a hug was not going to be instrumental from a man for Tupac in creating some level of, like, healing.
I mean, I think his life was a success. I think that
his life was a success. But on the other hand, we get to look back at the traumas that we all got to experience, and that's why he always had a lot of niggas around him, a big crew of niggas. That's why he was so driven to the LA gang lifestyle, because it gave him the love of men, not in a homosexual way, but the acceptance. Because you have to realize something. We all have aunties and uncles, or great aunties and uncles, who were a part of the Panthers. I do. And if they were really involved, a lot of them were the victims of COINTELPRO. COINTELPRO was a psychological attack as well as a chemical attack with the use of crack cocaine. So it's something that a lot of people don't understand they're the victims of and have PTSD from because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but anyway, back on Pac. I forgot where we were with Pac. Where the hell were we with Pac?
I think Lewis was about to say something.
No, because I went through the same thing. I grew up, I didn't have a father figure. I was adopted. So I can understand, what you guys are saying about things like that, different aspects of life like that. But me, I cope with making people laugh and, fighting people. Fighting people. That's how I cope with me, try to gravitate or father figure, the coaches in my life and stuff like that. I try to look up to as a father figure. So I got a guy now, his name P, he's Greek. I look up to him as a father figure, what I'm saying? So
definitely.
I can understand where in Tupac life that, how he look up to different men as a father figure.
Right. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's not at all. It's
Tupac is a one man. There'll never be another Tupac. If I'm not his biggest fan,
So
you know what I'm saying?
Do you think that you could beat up Tupac? I just wanted to talk.
Of course.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, of course.
He's cool, but
it's a professional fighter.
I don't think Tupac would even. I think one thing Tupac was very good at was, and I say this in the sense that if Tupac knew he was standing in front of a professional boxer, that he.
I don't know. Pac was crazy.
Nah, you got some dudes out there that they don't give a fuck. They'll test you. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas from the street is like, I got dudes, you know what I'm saying, approach me and they know what I do and they still try to prove what I'm saying, what they can do.
And that's got to be beautiful too for you when you know I get to beat up on this nigga.
Yeah, because when back before when I was growing up, I was like I said, I was getting jumped. I avoided fights, I run from fights, but like now it's like I know what I can do.
Right.
You know I walk the street with my chest up, head held high. You know what I'm saying? I don't fear nothing. So
yeah,
I mean, most guys can't go 1 minute in a fight. You know what I mean? Like in a street fight. So there's really no chance against a man who trains on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Constantly. Because a lot of guys lose because they run out of wind.
30 seconds a fight. In the street, 30 seconds a fight lasts. 30 seconds, max a minute.
Right. That's crazy.
So, Jade, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you could change one thing about the world,
Yes.
what would it be?
I'm sorry. I was just looking up that book so I could recommend it.
For me?
I think it would really be helpful. It's not.
What's the author's name?
Bell Hooks.
Let's
The
get it.
Will to Change, Men, Masculinity, and Love. That's a really good book to read for men because I know a lot of men are going to be watching this.
Black men don't read.
They do.
I do. I got so many books. It's crazy. I read.
You should read.
You read?
No, of course. I'm just saying people say
I read.
Yeah.
people don't read, but that's not true.
So many black men
I
read.
read.
Yeah.
We all read. Go. I read women well. You go.
Oh,
What do you read?
Very well.
Oh no, I just read. I like David Goggins.
Okay.
I'm more to like you know what I'm saying motivational type shit.
Oh, okay. That's the skinny dude that do all the while. Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Go
Is he in
get
the military or something?
Yeah.
I've-
He got a crazy story too. He grew up, you know what I'm saying. His dad abused him and his brother, his mom and stuff like that. They moved. He was looking for him. It's crazy.
Jada, how do you deal with narcissistic people?
Janae. Everybody be thinking my name is Jada. I don't know why. You said, how do I deal with what?
How do you deal with narcissistic people? Once you figured out somebody is, oh, wow.
I don't, honestly. If somebody has presented themselves to be like a real deal, truly, like I don't go around anymore trying to diagnose people. Because I have autism and I'm on the spectrum, I realize that like I really
He's leaning forward when you said.
I'm sorry, hold on. Let's rewind a little bit for a second.
He said,
Did you have autism?
and ADHD.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's why some of my interactions are a little awkward. I'm sure, like when I first came in earlier today, there was nothing awkward about that to you?
No.
Not in the slightest?
No.
I'm getting better.
What was awkward? Like what happened?
I just be awkward. It's you got to be around me long enough to notice it.
Everybody got their awkward phase.
Look,
You're in California.
You know the type of autism she has? She got to,
Tism.
autism. This is.
I'm on a different place in the spectrum, I think. Like, I think when people think about autism, they think that it's someone who is either like mute and they're very quiet and like they have tells, the way that they present themselves, the way they socialize is very different. They struggle with eye contact or being still for long periods of time. I have moments where I do feel that way, but for the most part, like that's not, I've learned how to mask a lot of my symptoms because when I was diagnosed as a child, my mom refused to accept that, moved me from that school. So she put me in a position where I had to learn how to communicate with people. And it's come at a huge disadvantage to like my mental health. Like it was a huge for years I was wondering like why I couldn't do certain things the same way other people were, or it felt like I was honestly just like watching other people exist and not being a part of the existing. Like if I would go to a party when I was younger, everybody had such an easy time just dancing and having fun and not, worrying about, but I just felt like I was perceiving everything and never actually a part of it. And I had to think really, really hard about what to say and what to do and how to move with people.
Sarah, I know you guys. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
I heard your lungs, nigga.
Whatever, nigga. No, whatever. No. I totally. I get her because I have a little slight ADHD myself, but
I'm a crack baby. I just admit it. A lot of motherfuckers saying they got ADD.
Right.
They crack. I'm a crack baby. You a crack
For
baby?
real?
Yeah.
I am too.
Bonding and drug usage.
wait, for bonding. We're talking like
That's crazy.
I was high as a baby, okay? I was high as a motherfucker till I was 5 years old. I was high every day.
That's so sweet.
That's wild.
I could hold my breath and get high on myself.
But to answer your question though, how I deal with narcissists, I don't think I often come across them. Narcissism is a real illness, like it's
It's real
mental illness, and a lot of people are throwing narcissist around left and right. Like it's everybody isn't a narcissist. A lot of people have narcissistic traits. I think a lot of people developed more significant narcissistic traits during COVID because a lot of people don't realize this, but long periods alone isolated will make you selfish. It will create a dynamic.
Like only
there's some very important things about it. Just because you're selfish don't mean you're a narcissist.
Right.
It comes down to a few things: lack of empathy, and a true narcissist. When you become a target of theirs, they want to kill you or drive you crazy. The kill isn't always a physical kill. Some people could be trying to kill off your mentality, kill your progress in something. So you got to really be very careful. I've been talking about this on the show for a year and a half. Mental illness is a part of what I do now. I got to talk about it because in our community, there's been this word called hater that's been thrown around for the last 30 years. They hating. Right. Why they hating? She hating. They don't want to see me win. They hating. Nah, that's called that's a narcissist. Hater's not a real term. We got to deal with what it really is. That's like having a bruise and putting a Band-Aid on it. There's something below the surface causing that bruise. And it ain't haters. These are people who have been groomed by an ain't shit mama or an ain't shit daddy.
Not all the time.
I know.
They actually did a study on narcissistic children and how a narcissistic child is created. Not everyone is born a narcissist, and it's actually very rare. People who are narcissistic have experienced intense psychological trauma early on in life, and they develop it's almost like, imagine you're a child, you're 5 years old. Any child, this is proven, if you look into early childhood education, this is a fact. Children are incapable of looking at situations as something that is not their fault. Like, it's literally not possible for a young child, and even in your early teens.
It's called being a sucker. No, I'm joking.
No, they just
this
their
is
brains,
true.
Their brains literally don't work that way.
It's true.
They cannot take in information. Even like their parents get a divorce, it's my fault. Their mom dies, it's my fault.
Right.
Their dad, goes to prison, it's my fault. They're incapable.
Right.
A narcissist is an adult that has not made it
out of childhood.
That exact mindset.
And they're in a constant place of competition. I mean, there's so many different levels. That's why it's called grooming. Now, look, there are people who are born that way, but they're called psychopaths. And that's beyond. But this narcissism thing is something that affects our everyday life. And it's something that you got to be aware of because it'll help you have empathy for people. There's some people who are fucking with you. They're really fucking with you, for real. They may not, you may think, is this motherfucker fucking with me? Did they do this shit on purpose? Some people are actually doing this shit on purpose.
You want to know some sick shit?
Yes.
Ooh, always.
You threw up in your purse? Did you throw up in your purse and bring it in here?
I thought I was a narcissist.
You thought you were?
Really, after my last relationship, I was like, I had written down reasons why. I came to my therapist and I was like, I think I'm a narcissist. They were like, why? And I said, well, this and this and this. And a lot of the things honestly stemmed from my previous relationship.
Is that with the woman?
No, it was with a man.
Oh.
This was like my most recent relationship, which ended about 1.5 years ago. And I told my therapist, I was like, hey, I really think I'm a narcissist. These are the things that happened in this relationship. This is the way that I felt. This is the way my partner was responding. Like, these are all the things that I think make me a narcissist. And she was like, okay, well, the thing is, narcissists don't think that they're narcissists.
Right.
They don't possess this self-awareness and I was still like, no, I'm an exception. Like, I was like, let me tell you, like, this thing and this and this and this. And it took like almost, it's been 1 year since then now. Actually a little more than 1 year now. And I'm finally at the point where I'm like, damn, I really wasn't. And more importantly, I went and this isn't good. I wouldn't recommend doing this with exes, but I went to my ex's page on Instagram just to go look. I had him blocked and I just went and looked. This nigga took my whole personality.
Oh,
like,
wow.
He bought like the furniture I bought for our home. Because we bought a house together, $250,000 house, beautiful house. I painted the whole thing myself. He never helped me once. He told me he didn't know how. It's videos, like highlights on his page of him painting his new house. The same colors. I painted our last one. That he told me I don't want to pick paint. I chose it myself. He painted everything the same colors. The stuff that I went to Target and I was like, we should get this. He was like, well, you get it your damn self because I'm not about to pay for that. He bought the same shit, the same blankets, the same. He went and he even told me that he didn't want me to take my dog when we broke up. He said I was a fucked up person, all these things. Ends up leaving her anyway, which I was very happy about. I wanted to keep my dog. And he said that he was going to have to get another dog to replace her. This nigga got a cat. and to make his life easier, because it is hard having a dog. And then on top of it, this nigga posting food recipes. It has a whole highlight reel of all the things he cooks. They're all my recipes that he told me he couldn't figure it out. He just needed me to cook every day.
That could be mirroring. That could be narcissistic mirroring. That could
it
be.
was the scariest shit. Like all the recipe, and he told me when I got sick, because he left me when I got a tumor.
Yeah,
I was very sick. I got severe acne. I lost a ton of weight.
You gained back though, didn't you?
I showed the fuck did. He was telling me I ain't have no ass no more.
Can we prank call this nigga?
Got the ass.
No, I wouldn't.
What's the number on this? Can I call him a punk?
I would never, because I'm so I think that it's beautiful that I'm happy to see that this nigga's happy, even if he's taking my. I do feel as though he took my whole personality and is scary as fuck.
Well, here's the thing that people don't understand. Because look, when somebody first hears something like this, excuse me, when people first hear things like this, they don't understand the diagnosis of narcissism. Narcissistic mirroring is real.
I've never even heard of that.
Okay, so narcissistic mirroring happens because of two things. We both know childhood stuff, right? So what happens is a lot of times people who mirror, when they were at a stage in life, early, 1 to 10 years old, you take portions of your personality from each parent. So you look at things subconsciously that you like, you say, I want that from my dad, I want that from my mom, I want that from my auntie, oh, my big cousin, and you mold it into your own personality. So your personality is already the mixture or the juncture or the place where several different people's perspective meet, and you decided, hey, I like this. I'm gonna make this me. So what happens is narcissists don't get that. They're neglected at an early age where they don't pull their personalities from the people around them because they're neglected. Not all, but some are neglected. So what happens is emotionally.
Yeah.
So they don't see commonality as a thing to build a friendship on, a bridge to get across, because they've never experienced that with a parent or somebody that they love. They only view commonality as a way to get what they want from you. So they mirror your personality and mirror what you do, mirror your traumas, mirror things you've been through, and they act like they've been through the same thing. But it's only an effort to get you to let your guards down so they can get in and get what they want from you. The recipes, the whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they start to mirror and start actually taking you from you. At least they think they are, because they're in a competition. You're not in a competition. You're just existing in love or whatever you are. You're just helping a motherfucker. But they just waiting to get in so they can snatch everything. Nigga, they'll make friends with your mom and start calling your mom.
Yeah.
He did that. That was the scariest part. Was prior to our breakup, and things had been fine because I was sick. So I was bedridden at a certain point. He had been communicating with my family, his family, friends of mine, people that I knew from back home that I had known in Detroit for years, like saying things that weren't actually happening.
Right.
Like, Janae, she's going crazy. Last night she did this thing and da-da-da-da-da. And I feel like she's just going to leave me, or she's going to do this. And he's prepping all these people. Yeah. And so when the breakup actually happened, and I was shocked because it was time for the relationship to end, and I knew that, but people already had all this information. Yeah. And I was like, wait, where are you getting this from?
That's called triangulation.
I did, and they were coming to me and saying like, well, you did this, and I'm like, I moved to California? Like, yeah, but you left him, and that was fucked up. I needed to make money. Like I actually did that because, and the weirdest part was he had a job. He wanted me to be jobless. Right. And I told him I didn't want to do that. So I moved to California, started making my own money. And he didn't think I was going to be able to do it. He cursed me out. He said, all the people who done died from COVID is your fault because you getting on a plane to go somewhere. He was going
extreme stuff.
Yeah, he was like, you need to kill yourself. I hate to say that, but like you're so fucked up for doing this to me, to leave me and to leave the dog. I said, well, I want to bring my dog. My friend's out in California are okay with it. I would love to bring her. No, you can't bring her. You're going to leave me here alone.
Oh, that's wild.
But then he was texting his mom. She left me here with the dog. She doesn't even give a fuck about the dog. And then I found all this shit out later. And so his mom's on the phone with me, used to love me. All of a sudden, you left him with the dog. You couldn't even bring the dog with you. You know he works. He's stressed because of you. I was like, ma'am, I tried to bring my damn dog. He didn't want to let me. Like, he literally told me no. But they had a whole different version. It was the scariest shit. And he only wanted to be with me when he knew I was making money from YouTube. That's when he was like, oh, okay, you actually doing it. Because at first it was like, you want to go out there and sleep on other people's couches. You stupid. I bought you a whole house and your stupid ass want to go to sleep on your friend's couch. And that same couch I made $10,000 sleeping on. And he was like, let me get the fuck out of here.
He get to California, man. What's going on in California, man? Take me to a sandal store. I'm gonna buy some sandals. You know, what I'm saying is, look, kill you or drive you crazy is a part of that shit. So if you feel like you're losing it a little bit, or you know, somebody's gaslighting you, making you think that, you know, you're crazy, just go see a therapist, talk to somebody, man. You know, these people who are actually sick, but there's not a lot of them. There's people who exude the symptoms, but people who actually have it, they could do a lot of damage. You know what I'm saying? So you need to get that off, that guilt, that feeling less than off of you, and just realize that was the product of a plan. That's another thing that people discount is the plan. It's a plot. It's called a narcissistic plot. So by the time it gets to you, this is something that's been ironed out already. So you're reacting to something that's still and firm. You think it's loose and lucid like you because you're responding, you're counterpunching to it. But this is actually something that is firm and planned out. So you're going to have to really sidestep a few different obstacles before you even understand what's going on. But we're going to get off this narcissistic subject. When we get back, we're going to talk to my boy Lewis about his boxing career and all the fighters he plans on knocking out. God.
You know what time it is. The Get It From God Stand Up and Roast Tour. Yo, if you can roast, come get yours. If you have talent, holler at me. All you have to do is go to my website, thecraigsmith.com, and check when we'll be in a city near you. If I owe you something, get it from God. God.
Trendsetter, pacemaker, changed my heart. Did everything in tools, then built my arc. Cause I've been old, childish alchemist, cause I've been gold. A lot of rebounding like Robin on the sparks, and I've been told great men do it cause they've been through it with the right bimbo. I judge ya on what happens when I'm done. Will she raise soldier when he raise gun? Or will he get exposure and D-Wade's son? We fought it out, bad tenant, her dad did it, gave notice and got it out. Now I walk in belief and travel without a doubt. I'm tougher than I used to be, though I fight less. Less about right, more righteousness. A might with the might to light distress, cause I'm different. We going up, until we up. Now look at us. We going up, going up, until we up. I'm with Cube on this. What's in it for us? Walk Rosa off the bus and park her in a plush. Rolls Royce, ask my nigga voice. It's better when we up, cause black is not Irish, can't depend on luck. We have no friends, cause friends don't fuck each other out of ends and end up stuck. Trying to fit in when the end is us. Looking for a win when the wind blew dust. Wanna know how they feel? Recorded Clippers owner. Can racism heal? Just ask my nigga donor. More power to the loners. Banks won't do it, so loan yourself time when you go through it. To the other side, the covers off my brother's eyes. A plaintiff in the suicide. We settle for this, you and I doing our thing. If the mouth don't open, then the voice can't sing. We going up, until we up. Now look at us. We going up, going up, until we up.
Where are we going?
We're back. Hey, we're back. Hey. God.
Oh, I can't hear nothing again.
all day.
Never mind.
Lewis, what's your last name?
Rose.
Lewis, all day rolls. Heavyweight right now can go all the way down to middleweight. How the hell did you get the name all day?
In a gym, just going countless rounds with at least like 15 different guys.
All day, huh?
Back to back to back.
Back to back.
You whooped all of them.
All of them. Dropping them.
Man.
So when did you walk into a gym?
Age 19, I was living in my car and they needed a place to shower. So I was like, I was gonna go to 24, but I was like, nah, I'll hit the boxing gym.
What kind of car was it?
Pontiac.
Really?
Shit.
Pillows, blankets, everything.
Everything. Slept on the driver's side.
You-
Back still hurting from that.
Wow.
Is that right?
Still recovering from that.
Yeah, man, that's wild. Cause I used to go to work early when I first started doing. Well, here's the thing: when I first started doing comedy, I worked at a company called Cyber Defender, and I used to bounce at night. So I would go from bouncing at the club, club let out at 2, 3. I would drive from a place called West Covina, which is like 30, 40 miles that way, to my job in downtown LA, where I had to be to work at 5 a.m. So I would go sleep in the parking lot at the job. So what a lot of people don't understand, it's a different startle wake up when you sleep in your car as opposed to in the crib. Like when you wake up in your car, suddenly it's always somebody outside. Like
Right.
if you know what I mean, so it's just weird to like wake up and be startled and there's somebody you never knew like walking by you, just looking like, what the fuck is going on in that car? How long did it take you to adapt? And if you don't mind me asking, why were you homeless?
Well, I was homeless because of I really don't. I talk to my family, but not really like that. I was adopting and stuff like that, and I don't know, just got into it with family members and things like that, and I just said, fuck it, I could do it on my own.
Yeah.
So and I looked to boxing because I was paying the monthly membership to use the shower. So I was like, fuck, I ain't about to just use the shower and not learn it.
So are you Cuban?
No.
So what's the accent
black.
coming from?
Everybody say that. I'm just 100% black.
It sounds like you come from Miami.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
So, I mean, you started boxing at 19, you said?
Yeah.
And you're 19-1?
No, 17-3-1.
Wow, that's a good record, man. I'm surprised that you could start so late in boxing.
Well, once I put my head to something, I feel like can't none stop me. If I want to do something, I can't none stop me.
Word.
I'm a fast learner.
What's up, man? Don't let the nice guy smile fool you either. He knocks niggas out. Out.
Yeah, definitely. What boxing gym did you walk into?
108th and Broadway, the hood.
Okay, yeah, you hood.
Yeah.
Oh, the Broadway gym is the roughest, toughest.
It is, and it's still up too, still to this day.
Who was your first trainer?
It's a white guy named John. May he rest in peace. He killed himself like 2 years ago.
Oh man, rest in peace. Yeah.
He was the first guy who ever put a pair of gloves on me.
That's right.
Wow. Wow. So what did that feel like when you first walked into the gym? Did it take you a while to adapt, or like did you?
Honestly, I was like, I ain't finna do this shit. I just want to take a shower and get out of here.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, man, let me try it. When I first sparred ever, it was a kid. He was 14 years old, and I was like, you know what? All right, I'll spar with him. Got up in the ring, and it was like, do whatever you got to do to, try to knock him out. I was like, I'm gonna hurt this little kid, bro. But at this time, I'm thinking like street fighting. I don't know how to box.
He taxed your ass, huh?
Yeah. What? I ain't gonna lie. He made me think twice for a second. Like, should I come back to this motherfucker or nah?
Is that right? A 14, you were 19.
Yeah.
Wow. What was the weight difference? He was
Same way.
Oh wow.
Same way. He beat my ass, and I ain't gonna lie, for like 2 weeks straight, I was afraid to look at him. I was like, damn.
14-year-old
kid.
Yeah.
Right.
But about like 6 months later, I got him back.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get decent?
Like I said, I'm a fast learner, so about a solid 5 to 6 months.
Really?
5 to 6 months.
What's the first principle that anybody that wants to box should adhere to?
Shit, discipline. I would say discipline. Discipline and just listening.
Okay. So is it hard when you're in the ring and you're in a fight, somebody's yelling instructions? Man, throw the jab, man. It's throw the duck, man. Back up, man. The 1-2. 5 is open. Like, is it hard to follow those instructions while you're in the ring, or
Nah, not really, because I don't pay attention to it. Because I go off of like, okay, if you telling me what to do, this nigga, he can understand too. I don't throw just to be throwing. Right. I'm calculated. So if somebody telling me something, I'll see it, but I'll do it whenever I want to. I'm not going to just do it right off bat. So
we say jab, you just Now you're gonna get socked, right?
Yeah,
'Cause that's right. That's funny.
But that's why I be talking shit to niggas. That's why I get in their head. Like when their coach is telling them, throw a jab, throw a jab. Me being me, I'm literally looking at the other dude like, I wish
jab,
you would throw it, bro, throw it, just throw that shit. I bet money I'll knock you out, and that's what gets them afraid to actually throw at me.
Right. What was the first knockout you got?
In the gym, I broke this dude's jaw. I broke his nose. He went to the hospital, and then they stole his car at the hospital.
Wait.
Oh, he had a bad day.
Yeah. He called me back.
Day,
He called me up, and I was like, no, I called him. I was like, yo, you good, bro? My bad. It's sparring. He was like, nah, I mean, I'm just tripping because they stole my car too while I'm up here. I was like, fuck.
You stole the car. It was you.
Yeah. that would be some vindictive stuff.
Break somebody's jaw and steal it.
Right.
When did you know you could be a pro?
Honestly, when I just started dropping niggas in the gym, I was like, man, if I'm looking at these niggas on TV and I'm doing it in the gym, I'm for sure I know I could do it.
First professional fighter you got in the ring with in sparring, and you were like, yeah, I got it.
No, I got dropped with a body shot.
Really?
I got dropped with a body shot.
By who?
Black dude. I think it's Sugar Shane Mosley cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, Larry Mosley. He dropped me with a body shot.
Where was it at?
What's a body
Broadway.
shot for those who don't? Because I'm okay.
Liver, solar plex.
So what, the liver shot?
Somebody hit you in your torso, your stomach, your midsection.
Yeah, make me almost shit on myself, and I was just like, damn.
You ever shitted on yourself in the ring?
Low key, almost. I
Really?
didn't get there, you know what I'm saying? But it was right there pushing.
You ever made somebody shit on themselves?
Nah, I want to though.
Yeah.
So can't you just fast before you go in the ring? Because you fast, throw your food out. That way you don't shit on yourself.
Nah, not really. You want to have energy. It depends on what you eat.
Right.
It depends on what you eat.
What do you eat before a fight?
Shit. Me, that's why they call me fat. They call me fat boy. They call me Lewis all day Rose. They call me fat boy because I like to eat. So I eat anything. Me, I don't follow the rules. I eat anything because I believe in my ability. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, you know what I'm saying, stick to the game plan. But most people eat, you know, like try to keep it light, chicken, salad, fish, and stuff like that. So I eat junk food.
I always wonder, like, y'all, not you so much, I'm not sure, but you fight at, what's your weight you fight at?
Super middleweight.
And how much you weigh?
Right now, 225.
And what's that weight? 168, 170, something like that?
Yeah,
right?
168.
So the night before, once you do the weigh-in or whatever, how much weight do you put on from then to the fight?
Me, I weigh in at 168. Next day, within hours, I probably put on like 20 to 30
How is that possible? Explain to me that.
Well, we deprive ourselves from food and basically drinking a lot of water and this and that. So we diet a lot, but our body is shrinking. We're not normally walking around at that weight.
Right.
So our normal walk around probably is about like around 200. If I'm fighting at 68, the normal person is about 190, 195.
Right.
So you're going to rehydrate no matter what to that weight class.
Right.
I ain't never been able to gain weight when I eat. I'm trying every day.
So who's a dream fight for you right now?
Damn, it's a lot. Obviously Canelo, he's the cash cow. Everybody want a piece of him. Benavidez.
Oh, that's by Benavidez, yeah.
Benavidez. I sparred Benavidez.
How was that?
Yeah, right.
He know me and him, we kind of like we're so we talk, but then we don't talk and shit like that. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie. First 2 rounds, he fucked me up bad because I went on my talking shit, you know what I'm saying, this and that and this, and he threw a jab. And I was like, that's all you got, bro? And he was like, that's all I got. And he just, you know what I'm saying, came and just beat my ass. So 2 rounds, and then I would say I got out the ring, and I was like, fuck, let me, you know what I'm saying, gather myself. I wasn't in shape, but I was like, let me gather myself. And then I was just on the sideline thinking, I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't no bitch. I went back up in there, and I say the next 2 rounds, I got up in his ass.
Yeah.
But that's when I was, no homo.
Yeah, I got around his ass. I didn't get up in it. I was up. It was in the vicinity, but it was for a sport. It wasn't like I wanted to beat it by his ass. Just his footwork. I pivoted. It was ass there. I was like, man, let me get out this.
I always trip up in wrestling how they be doing that in wrestling. They put their face by they be doing 69s and all that. That's crazy, man.
Does he really hit that hard?
Yeah,
he does. Huh?
He hit hard. He the speed, the IQ. The heart, everything.
Because he whooped Caleb Plant.
Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised. I didn't think that was gonna happen that way.
And me and Caleb Plant, we don't like each other either. I mean, we fought the same dude. We fought a dude named Andrew Hernandez. So I fought him first. I knocked him out in the 8th round. Caleb Plant fought him and went decision with him. So I hit the dude up because everybody that I fight, I'm cool with after. So I hit him up. I was like, hey yo, how was Caleb Plant power? He was like, bro, honestly, you hit harder, bro. He just fast. He just know how to box.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So, what's another dude I feel like people are running from in that division? What's the dude from Boston? Braids.
No.
He just went up in weight. He man.
Not Charlo.
Not Charlo, not the Charlo, the other dude from the East Coast. He was signed to DAZN and got out of this DAZN contract. Or he might be with DAZN now. Damn, why can't I think of my guy's name?
What are you talking about?
He got braids.
Man, you know
Like
what?
backward braids or
Well, I mean, he take man. What's his name, man? I'm gonna tell you right now. Why?
Backwards braids? You
Right.
mean
well,
cornrows?
I mean, right.
No.
Backwards braids.
What?
All right, thank you, Sarah.
Straight back.
Appreciate it, Sarah. Thank you so much.
You welcome.
Jeez.
I'm gonna tell you his name right now. He just came up to the division. He just came. I think he's from Boston. Man, why can't I think right now?
Who on that in the fight? Spence Crawford.
Spence all day.
Really?
Yeah,
that's what I heard too.
I might be on that card.
Really?
I might be on that card.
Word.
So it's a dude named I hope he watches, but Steven Nelson.
He watches.
Yeah.
What? You gonna whoop on Steve?
No, so I was supposed to fight him last year in May on ESPN on Top Rank card, and he came in overweight. So we weighed in, we did all this shit, and it was on national TV. We weighed in and stuff like that. He came in 10 pounds overweight, so the fight didn't go on. I still got paid. He didn't get shit. But
okay.
So how does that work when you miss weight in the contract? If everything is ironed out, what you would pay?
it depends on how much you missed the weight by. So he missed the weight by like 10 pounds. So it was like obviously a no-go. You know what I'm saying? But if he would have missed by like 2 pounds, then obviously he'd give me like 20% of his pay, 30% of his pay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's how it works, huh? I had no idea. I'm learning something new.
So I never try to come overweight.
That's a fact.
I need that money.
All that cash.
So is my guy Darrell, is he done?
Oh, Andre and Anthony. Which one?
Andre, the one that just recently got knocked out by Caleb Plant.
I don't know. I don't know if he's done or not. I'm not sure. But that'd be a good fight. I'd love to fight him too.
What does done mean?
Like,
is he finished boxing?
Is he finished?
Is his career done?
Oh.
Because he's up there in age. He's about 36, 37.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there.
So if you get hit hard enough or something, you're done.
Well, no,
Or you
just-
have to. It has to be retire age.
You are
and
so cute.
I don't know what the fuck.
It depends on. They say when we say about done, it depends on like. You know what I'm saying? He's up there in age and he don't want to keep taking like blows like that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it can affect your brain and stuff. I heard.
Yeah. But I mean, he's still good though. I mean, he still got his brains and stuff like
Yeah,
that. He's still
yeah.
moving good.
You got
and
the
stuff,
brains
so-
and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, he's still good. I mean, he's not stuttering. He don't have nothing wrong with him, so he's still good for the sport. Maybe a couple of more fights.
Right. You know when you in a relationship with a dude and you start feeling like this is a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
And you know that feeling where you're like, I'm over this. That's done in boxing. Like, all right.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's the. Oh no, that sucks. Even if
but-
you were like really good, then all of a sudden you a bitch ass nigga.
over.
So, like,
Yeah.
in between, there's no in between.
Not
Just
in
bitch ass
boxing.
nigga
I'm
or
about to start
boxing.
using that. He gonna be in boxing. I'm like, oh, you must be a bitch ass nigga. Just quit. Just give it up.
But
Just
but
give
not
it
a bitch ass nigga like you really a bitch, but just meaning like this sport is so mental
It is.
that you can still physically look capable, but if your mind ain't there, you done.
Get hurt. Yeah.
How do y'all safeguard as boxers your mental health and your brain health? Because it is a lot of like hitting in the head and.
That's a good question. Me, honestly, I would say because not all fighters go down that route. It's some. Not all fighters like something mentally wrong with them and things like that. Honestly, I don't know. Me, I don't feel like I'm a slick fighter, so it depends on how much trauma you're taking to the head. And a lot of fighters.
What's a slick fighter?
Like a fighter who don't get hit, a fighter who's slick, good head movement, things like that.
So people miss you often.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you got some fighter that just go blow for blow, and that's dangerous. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So there's no real safeguards outside of just being a slick fighter. Like you just got to be able to dodge people well.
Get out the way.
Yeah, get out the way. Stick and move.
You know how you be
Hit,
at
not get hit.
the club and all the dudes is ugly and they be trying to holler at you.
Right. You
That's
should know
pretty
about
much
that.
what it is.
Yeah.
You just gotta.
Yeah.
That's how you got to box. You got to be slick with the. Hey, I'm married. Oh, but,
Right.
But are there any health things that y'all do to make sure that your brains are still?
I mean, before every fight, we do like a CAT scan. They check.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering about.
Yeah.
Like, are there any safeguards in that?
So they do that. They check your eyes. They check everything. And if they find something that's wrong, then no, you're not fighting. Fight scratched.
Gotcha. Okay. That's
Andrade. Demetrius Andrade.
Oh yeah. He just moved up in weight class. He just fought my bro. He knocked my bro out in the second round.
Really?
Damn.
So he's a 68 pounder now.
68 pounder now.
So that's the weight, 168 pounds. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people have ran from him. Is that a misnomer, or do you feel like he's a fighter, one of the most ducked fighters of this generation?
Nah, he's not. I don't think he's obviously ducked. He don't got a good. To me, he's cool, but he don't got a good style like that. He's not someone that you'll avoid. He's not at all. I don't think he possesses, like, you know what I'm saying, very good talent. He's basic to me.
Right.
You ask me. It's a lot of fighters that's basic. It's some that just
So what does it take to be a top 10 fighter? Is it political, or is it just based on skills? Because I feel like you should
political. It's not what you know, and I tell a lot of people this. In boxing, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
As long as you're good enough, though. At the same time.
It depends. It depends. Because you look at a lot of top guys and you be like, damn, he don't look good. But it's
like a Rolly.
Yeah.
Like, I think I could beat you, Rolly.
Yeah.
If you want to fight, as long as I can come in at 260, I'm good.
Yeah.
Are there any fighters that you do avoid, or would you never say that?
I never avoid anybody. I'd fight Deontay Wilder if I had to.
Right.
Really?
Somebody a lot of people avoid.
I would say a lot of people avoid, like I say, Gervonta Tank.
You think he's avoided?
Some.
What you thinking about him?
I mean, because people want to fight him now because of the money behind them.
Right.
They get paid, but if it wasn't that, they avoid him.
Right.
It's dangerous.
Shakur want to fight him.
Shakur is definitely ducked.
So look, I went to the fight a couple weeks ago. I went to the Devin Haney, Lomachenko.
Did you see the fight before that?
I came in right before, like right towards the end. You talking about the kid from L.A.?
That's my brother.
Okay.
That's my brother.
The kid with the black trunks.
No, his name was Blue. Blue Nose.
Yeah.
He fought Oscar Valdez.
Yeah, that was a great fight.
That's my bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got off FaceTime with him right now. Yeah.
That was a great fight, man.
I felt like he did good. I mean, that's why I say it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Right.
And they want to promote him.
Right.
So they're gonna obviously push him to the next big thing because there's a lot of money behind him.
Exactly. I mean, that's why the knockout is so respected in boxing, because you take away all the questions.
Yeah.
But you got to be ready. Sometimes fighters don't be ready when they get their number called, because you got teams of people that work for the champ that look for somebody that, you know, may have a name but may not be on their shit. Then you got moles in people's camps that'll come tell you, hey, man, this motherfucker doing right? There's people who, what do they call them? So he said,
Rats.
What's a rat?
A rat is something. Well, tell her what a rat is.
Well, I mean, if you train or something like that, somebody giving you insights on like how your training is going and things like that.
Oh, telling people what you're struggling with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. But me, my shit is all in the open. I post my sparring. I tell a nigga, whoever I'm fighting, I'm like, bro, no matter what you're looking at. Yeah, I don't care. Right. No matter what you're looking at, I'm still gonna beat you. I got confidence in myself.
Who's the most talented fighter in the world, you think? Any weight class, any division, you're like, man, this is just special, bro. There's nothing we can do about it.
I would say Tank Shakur.
Really?
Tank Shakur.
Who you calling in that fight if they get together?
Tank.
Knockout or decision?
Knockout.
Ooh.
Shakur never been hit. I mean, and Tank obviously got speed, power, and reflexes.
And he got a jaw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got a jaw.
Shakur don't hit that hard. I don't think. So
here's the thing. I went to the Devin Haney fight. I consider myself an expert boxing fan, but you're an expert boxer. So I watched the fight, and in my opinion, he clearly won the fight, right? Right, but in my opinion, because a lot of people, and you're a fighter, I seen you squint, so we may have a different philosophy, but a lot of people don't understand that body punches are power punches, they count for the same amount of shit as headshots. So in that fight being there, I saw him invest into the body and clearly win at least 5 of the first 7 rounds. Easy.
I would say I had it as a draw.
For the first 7 rounds.
No, the whole fight.
The whole fight. I mean, I can see a draw too.
I don't think neither one did enough. I mean, I think Loma maybe could have won a split decision, but I had it a draw because I mean, Loma was the aggressor. He was getting the clean face shots. I mean, he wasn't landing that many body shots, but I mean, he was doing damage to the face. He was the aggressor. I had him maybe winning by 1 round, or it could have been a draw.
Okay.
I didn't see it that way.
I
did not see it that way.
You
at
had
all.
Haney?
I had Haney win 8-4.
Yeah, I had Haney winning easily.
Man, I'm telling you. In
Are
my
these her
opinion,
bets?
I'm not a professional like you are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But as I watched the fight several times,
Nah, this box
I
a
saw
fight that happened a
Loma
couple weeks ago.
clearly
Y'all
won
had it
9 and
one
10,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Like we,
Okay. And
One second.
Okay, go ahead.
So when we say we had it, meaning we scored it. This is how I scored it. I think he won this way.
Sorry about that. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like how because in boxing, a lot of stuff is up to interpretation. Your philosophy on boxing, and so based on my philosophy in boxing, I feel like he won. The judges saw it my way, but his philosophy is a little bit different. He thinks it could have been a draw, which it could have been a draw.
Oh, I
Could've
see.
been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I was just thinking a lot of the close rounds I gave to Haney.
Yeah.
You know, I saw more work. I saw a lot of Lomachenko missing. I saw him slipping. So again, I'm not the professional like you are. You know what I mean? This is just my from me looking at it. That's what I thought.
But it still could have evened away. But when you're the champion, I get your perspective. When you're the champion, you gotta dominate the champion.
Right.
So I can see in the judge's eyes, like, okay, he didn't dominate Devin Haney, so we're gonna still give it to Devin Haney because he is the champion, and you gotta do much more to beat the champion.
And there's some things that I saw in that fight that I haven't seen anybody else to do. Seen anybody else do to Lomachenko. First of all, when the body work started getting to him, he started losing his balance a lot. He fell to the canvas like 3-4 times in the fight, which lets me know, the body